Hello, this is Kristen Baumgartner at Scanco. I'm going to show you how Scanco Warehouse Shipping allows for seamless integration into Sage invoice data entry and Sage shipping data entry, ensuring the right items are leaving your warehouse the first time and every time. On my screen, you're going to see a Sage demo environment along with an AirPlay of my iPad mini. I will be doing these transactions live for you. For shipping, I'm going to go ahead and use the Scanco shipping icon. Once I click on that icon, I am going to choose to either use shipping for shipping data entry or invoicing for invoice data entry. And I'm going to show you examples of both. I'm going to go ahead and go into shipping first. If you're enabling batches in your Sage system and utilizing them, we can go ahead and just generate that next batch based on your Sage environment. The next prompt I'm going to get is for the shipper ID. I'm going to use my primary shipping ID, and now it's asking for my sales order number. If I have that information barcoded, I can quickly scan it or look it up on the device. The next prompt I'm going to get is for my box level detail. I'm going to choose to start with box number 1, and now it's prompting me for my item. If I had those items barcoded in front of me, I could scan them. If I did not, I could choose to use this lookup icon, and it will tell me exactly what is supposed to be shipping out for this particular sales order. We can see we have 5 of the primary items and 1 of the 8971 items. I'm going to start with 6655. I get a message saying, are we sure we want to be putting this in box number 1? I agree to that. And it's going to ask how many are going to fit in that box. If you're capturing box level details, you can go ahead and say which boxes are being packed with which items. If you're not, everything can just be defaulted to box 1 for our system. I'm going to go ahead to show the box level detail and say that only 3 of these items are going to fit in my first box. Here, I'm now prompted for my next item. If I need to change a box level, very quickly there is a box with a plus sign icon. I can tap on that and you can see my box has automatically adjusted to box 2. I will go ahead and continue along packing my boxes. I'm going to get the default message again saying, are we sure we're going in box 2 this time? I'm going to agree to that. We can see that of the 5 on this order, 3 have already been packed up. So again, this is keeping all employees on point as to what they're working on. I can choose to add those 2 remaining. And again, it'll prompt me for my next item. If I were to send this information in right now, I would get an error message saying that I am going to be shipping this short because I have unresolved lines. I still have an item that I need to work on. If I said no, I don't want to continue working, this information would be passed to Sage and it would be added to shipping data entry as being shipped short. If I made a mistake, I can choose to say yes, still working on that same sales order. I can choose to reuse that box 2. I can choose to, again, adjust that if I need to put it in a third box. I will be choosing another item, which is a lotted item for art for this time. Again, I get that warning message saying we're going in box number 2. The next prompt I'm going to get is what is the lot that I'm sending out? If I have it barcoded, I could scan it. If I don't, I could tap on the spyglass icon and quickly look up to see what is available for me to choose. I'm going to choose one of my available lots. I'm going to say that my quantity is 1, and I can continue on in my process. Should I choose to try and add something to this order that is not on our sales order, the software is intuitive enough. It's going to recognize it's not on your Sage sales order, and it's going to stop an employee from sending out the wrong information. So again, we're stopping employees from sending out the wrong part. We're also stopping employees and giving ways to give visibility facility if we have an item, an order that's going to be shipped short. Once I am done packing my boxes, I can choose to hit this send icon. The information will be passed successfully into Sage. And let's see what we did on the sales order side. Now, when I go into my Sage system and I go into shipping, because we were doing a shipping data entry, I can go ahead, pull that up. I'm going to look for the last batch that my device just created. I would be prompted for my shipper ID as a normal shipping data entry would be. And when I'm looking for my order number, I can choose to filter through the list. I can choose to use the flashlight to find the very last one that I created. And again, here's the information that we just passed into Sage. We're saying that our 5 items are shipped and our 1 lotted item is shipped. We also are able to see the box level detail. We can see in what package, what item was sent. We can choose to say, let's look at that first package versus our second package. Again, all this information is being passed along to Sage. We can also choose on our distribution tables to see that lot information that we had collected on the handheld device on the floor. Again, this is enabling no more manual data entry into Sage, but it's allowing all the transactions live on the floor to be passed into your Sage system for review. Now, if I go back to my handheld device, we're going to go back to that first home screen. Again, I'm going to be going into shipping to show you invoice data entry if you're not using shipping data entry. I would be using this invoicing icon. Again, this should look very familiar. If I have batches, I can hit this hashtag mark. It will take my next batch from Sage. I could also type in or look up. It's going to prompt me for my sales order number, which if I have barcoded, I can just scan. And it's going to prompt me for my item. Again, if I have that information barcoded, I can just continue to scan away. If I need to look it up, I can use that magnifying glass. And here are the items associated with this order. I'm going to choose my first item. Again, you can see there's no box level collection on this level because this is going to be invoice data entry. We can see of the 3 that have been ordered, 0 have already been shipped. I'm going to go ahead and say that I have my 3 items. Again, if I were to choose to send this information in, I would get that message saying yeah, I have unresolved line item. If I chose to scan something that's not on this particular sales order, I am going to get an error message saying you're trying to add something that's not already on that sales order. I'm going to go back to my last item, do a lookup real quick, and this item is a serialized item. Again, I'm going to choose it. I'm going to be prompted for my serial information. If I had that barcoded, I could scan it. Again, I could look it up if I don't have it. We can see here I have no available serials for this particular item. So this particular item would have to be shipped short because I do not have any available in stock. If I hit that icon to send it in, again, I will be prompted, you're sending this item short. This time, it's not a mistake. I do not want to continue working, so I'm going to choose no to say I'm sending this item into Sage now. Again, I'm going to go back to the Sage side to show you exactly what we've done. This time, instead of in shipping data entry, we're going to be looking at invoice data entry. Same as before, I'm going to look for that very last batch that I just created. I will pull up my invoice number that's now been created. And on my lines tab, we can see here's the 3 that I was able to satisfy. Here is the 1 item we don't have in stock. Again, if any additions, subtractions, adjustments need to be made, they can be made at this point in time. But now you've captured, in actuality, what's happening on your floor, getting it into Sage, eliminating that manual entry. I hope you have enjoyed seeing how easy it is to ensure accuracy and eliminating manual data entry with the Scanco software.